The holiday season is upon us, which means you are likely feeling things more intensely. Yes, your emotions are heightened right now. You may be feeling more lonely, a little more sad, and all the things that you probably don't want to feel, which means you are triggered to do something that you may or maybe shouldn't do. So let's talk about it on today. I know you want to reach out to your ex, but should you do that? Join me after this to find out.
Hey sis, welcome to Goodbye Heartbreak, Hello Healing. Are you hurt and confused after a recent breakup? Are you having thoughts like, I can't believe I'm here again. Why wasn't I enough for him? Or I'm never going to get married? Do you find yourself Googling how to get past the breakup or how to heal my broken heart? Do you start your morning feeling like you can finally breathe again, only to fall apart when you see a picture of your ex on social media? Hey sis, I'm Candace. I too was a single Christian woman who was heartbroken but still desired marriage. I too had numerous failed relationships and wished the right man would come along. I wanted closure from past relationships, healing for my heart, and I wanted to feel joy in my life again. But the truth is, I had no idea where to start or how to make any of this happen until I found the secret, partnering with God to heal from heartbreak. In this podcast, you will find tips for moving on after breakups, growing your relationship with God, and preparing for future relationships so that you will heal your heart and be ready to move forward into the life you desire. So turn off those heartbreak songs and turn me up in those earbuds. It's time to heal, sis.
Hey sis, and welcome back to another episode of Goodbye Heartbreak, Hello Healing. I'm excited that you have decided to join me today. I have a great episode for you, so I can't wait to get into that. Sis, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast yet, hit your subscribe button wherever you are listening. And if you have not yet left your 5-star written review, please leave your 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show and it helps other women just like you to find the show, okay? Also, sis, did you know that I had a free ebook available to you? Yes, it is 100 biblical affirmations to declare after a breakup. If you are looking to speak life over yourself, over your situation in this season, but you don't quite have the words, go ahead and get this book. Again, it is 100 biblically based affirmations for you to repeat and declare over your life. So it's very easy to get. I have a link for you in the show notes. Go ahead, click the link, give your name and email address, and I will deliver it straight to your inbox. All right. So today, sis, I could not wait to talk about this because I get the questions a lot. People want to know, should I reach out to him? Should I see how he's doing? I mean, we were friends, or we had close family members, or I'm still close with his aunt or cousin, or I still follow them on IG, all the things. And they want to know, is it okay, especially now during the holiday season, for me to reach out to my ex? Well, sis, I can't say yes or no. Okay. I kind of want to lean more to no immediately, but I want you to ask yourself some questions first because I don't want it to come from me. You really need to think about this so that you will have the willpower to stick to whatever decision you make. So if you decide to reach out to him, I want you to have thought about it really well by asking yourself these questions. And if you decide that you're not going to reach out to him, then I also want you to think about that by answering these questions so that you know why you're not reaching out. So that when the urge comes up again, and it probably will, that you say, no, this is how I came to the decision that I came to. So I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions before you make your decision of whether or not you are going to text, DM, call, whatever your ex for the holiday season. Number 1, have we been communicating cordially since the breakup? So I know everybody in here have not had like peaceful breakups. They haven't all been good. They haven't all been this mutual decision. And sometimes things get heated. Sometimes people are angry and upset with each other. And there's some back and forth that's not necessarily a good thing. What has the communication been like between the two of you? Have you all been communicating at all? Because it's going to seem a little weird and a little awkward if you guys have been going back and forth in a very negative and toxic manner, or if you haven't spoken at all, for you to just reach out to him and say, Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, hope you have a good new year, like all of those things. It's going to just seem so off, right? And it has a lot to do with these next two questions that I'm going to ask you to think about. But I really want you to answer that. How has the communication been between us since the breakup? All right. And sit with that and be honest. And all of these questions, I want you to be as honest as you possibly can, because I know what it's like to really sit there during the holidays and sit with your phone in your hands and say, should I reach out? Should I say something? Should I just, say Merry Christmas, And so the next question is also very vital. Number 2, why do I feel the need to reach out to him? Ask yourself this question and be very honest. Peel back some layers here. Get super vulnerable with yourself in this moment. Why do I feel the need to reach out to him? So you have to think about, do I miss him? Is it that? Am I just lonely during the holidays? Is the holidays making me have this heightened sense of loneliness because everything I see around me, everybody seems to be coupled up, and all these holiday movies seem to end with the person finding their one. So what is it that's making you want to reach out to him? Why do I feel this urge at this time to reach out to him? So answer that. And then number 3, how will I feel if he doesn't respond or doesn't respond to my liking? So this was always my issue when I would go ahead and send a text, whether it was holiday or not holiday, if I would just be in this state of loneliness, because typically that was my thing. I was just feeling lonely. It wasn't even necessarily that I was missing the person per se, but I was missing someone's company. I was trying to fill a void in that moment. So I would just reach out and I would just send like, hey, what's up? Or Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Birthday, whatever the case is. So it was like, how would I feel? How you want to know how I felt? I typically did not get the response that I wanted. 1, either I did not get a response from the person, or 2, I did not get a response that I liked. Ask yourself too, this is a bonus, what response would be something to my liking? Are you looking for him to strike up a conversation about missing you? Or like, what is it that you're looking for when you send this message? So I know for me, again, it would cause me more pain when I did not get the response that I was looking for, or I didn't get a response at all. If I say Merry Christmas and he said, you too, that was hurtful to me. That was hurtful to me because I would be like, dang, that's all I'm worth to you is a you too. You couldn't even put Merry Christmas, like you couldn't even type it out. I'm not even worth that. It seems like I'm bothering you. Am I bothering you? Like, and then you can go down this whole rabbit hole of emotions, of thoughts. Well, what is he doing that he don't have time for me? He out there living his best life. All of these things. Don't do it to yourself. Okay. If that is how you're going to respond, if you are looking for something in return, then you shouldn't do it. You simply shouldn't do it. So if you are trying to fill a void, if you are trying to get a certain reaction or a certain response, then my advice to you is not to reach out to him. So ask yourself these 3 questions, sit with them over the next couple of days, because I know your fingers are feeling very trigger happy right now. You want to type something out on that phone or on your laptop or on your tablet to send to him. But is it a good idea? That's a question only you can answer. Only you can answer that. Is it a good idea? Now, here's the alternative that I have for you. Instead of reaching out to your ex, right? Because it's more than likely not a good idea. Just start affirming yourself, sis. As you continue on your healing journey, be sure that you're affirming yourself, because the holiday season will have you feeling, again, these heightened emotions, these heightened negative emotions. that you rather not feel. And then in turn, it makes you have low self-esteem, feeling like you're unworthy of love and all of these things, which are simply not true. So I think it's very important during this holiday season that you affirm yourself, okay? That you speak life, that you say what's good about you. And there are good things. If you don't have the words to say, again, I have this free biblical affirmations, 100 biblical affirmations to declare after a breakup. If you need that to help you to get started, go ahead and grab it today, okay? And get started affirming yourself, because you might have these feelings, right? And you might have these negative thoughts, but you cannot let that run your life and dictate your actions. All right. You have to process these emotions and everything. I've talked about this for the last couple of weeks because I had been talking about my course, Grieving the Living, a lot lately, because I know that is beneficial and it will help you. But if you're not there yet, if you're not to that point, you need to find a way to process these emotions and affirm yourself during this season, okay? And that is all part of your heart healing journey, all right? So if you need help with that, how to do that, absolutely reach out to me. I don't mind answering questions. I love you guys so much. And also, there's the Facebook group if you need other sisters who also are on this journey and looking for encouragement as well. Join the Facebook group. That's another option for you during this holiday season. But know that you're not in this by yourself, okay? And if that's the reason that you're feeling like you need to reach out to your ex, then sis, go ahead and X that right now. You're not alone. You're not in this by yourself. There are other women just like you, whether you know them or not, who's also on this journey. All right. So join us. And that's it. So again, the 3 questions to ask yourself: have we been communicating cordially or communicating at all since the breakup? Number 2, why do I feel the need to reach out to him? And number 3, how will I feel if he doesn't respond or doesn't respond to my liking? So sit with these questions, sis, and answer honestly. If you feel brave enough, come over to post one in the Facebook group, what your answer is to one of these, and let me know. And we can all comment and we can all encourage you and love on you, sis, so that you know that you're not alone in this season. All right. So that is it. I love you, sis, so much. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.
Hey sis, listen, if you have been blessed, changed, or inspired by this podcast in any way, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the #1 way that you can thank me and show support for the show. Also, if this podcast blessed you, don't keep it to yourself. Do a quick share and bless someone else. Please know I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and I would love to hear from you. Come connect with me and other like-minded individuals in my Facebook group called Christian Women Overcoming Heartbreak and Finding Purpose. I can't wait to meet you back here really soon. Until then, remember to love the life you have while you're making it better. Love you, sis.